All right. Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Recha, Kodash. All right. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone with Ruwell. And I want to give a peace, greetings, and salutations to all the Legakim, that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity, throughout the four corners of the earth, and the brothers that's not wavering in the faith, being diligent in his truth. I say shalom to you brothers, and I say shalom, to the few sisters that believe in all meekness and humbleness. I say shalom. I'm your brother Zakaria from GMS Miami Camp. And Lord willing, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Recha, Kodash, Adawan Ratazah, that means Lord willing. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel, My lesson today, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Recha, Kodash, it's going to be basically on the spiritual gifts that the Lord give us, all right? Some brothers have the gifts of speaking in tongues. That's the main what I'm going to. All right, but each brother has a certain gift that the Lord gave you that we have to use in this ministry. All right, in the scriptures, this 1 Corinthians, the 12th chapter, goes into it. All right, and we have to use it, man. Scriptures, the Lord said, don't hide your talent in a napkin, which that's going into like money. All right, that goes into like what the Lord gave us. We're not supposed to we're supposed to use like what the Lord give us. All right, which that parable is going into talents. Like the Lord gave each man money that he had to flip it, but the Lord give us gifts, so we have to use it too. All right, if you know how to speak Creole in English, you can bring out the Creole, do Creole lessons. If you know how to speak Spanish, you can bring out the Spanish lesson in the English, whatever language you is, because that's a gift for tongues. So I'm gonna just roll through the spirit, Lord, when it's edifying to the elect. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 4. All right, it says, now there are diversities of gifts, but the same spirit. Yeah, so there's different diversity of gifts. All right, the scripture says, our Lord Yahweh Shai, he received this truth without measure, but he gave every man a portion of the truth, man. Let's get this real quick. Bear with me. All right, so look, this is John chapter 3 and verse 34. Yeah, this book of John chapter 3 verse 34. So like he says, for he whom the Most High have sent speaketh the words of the Most High. For the Most High giveth not the spirit of measure unto him. All right. So what? The Lord didn't get the truth with measure, a portion. He got the whole truth. And what now? He gave each man their measure. All right. It says, the Father loveth the Son and have given all things into his hand. All right. So the Lord has all things in his hand. All right. But the Lord gave each man their gift according to measure to make up his body. All right. So so we got diversities of gifts. Let's look at this word diversities.
Strong's G 1243. Diaresis.
And it says division, distribution. It's like it. Distinction, difference. In particular, a distinction arising from different distribution to different persons. So each man got a different measure, all right, of this truth, of variety, all right. So let's go back. So 1 Corinthians 12 and verse 4 says, now there are diversities or varieties of gifts, but the same Spirit, but we have the same Spirit. That's why we make up a body. Verse 5, it says, and there are differences in administrations, but the same Spirit, man. All right. The administration of the church. Verse 6, and there are diversities of operations, but it is the same power, Yahweh, which worketh all in all. Verse 7, but the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. So whatever the Lord give you is for you to profit, for it to profit in this ministry, man. All right. Let's read in the NLT, verse 7. A spiritual gift is given to each of us so we can help each other. All right. So this truth, you helping the body by having different gifts. All right. Verse 8. 1 Corinthians 12 and 8. All right. In the KJV it says, for to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom. All right. To another of knowledge by the same Spirit. Let's read NLT. To one person, the Spirit gives the ability to give wise advice. Oh yeah, you got a brother, he's like really like wise. The Lord put the Spirit on him, like, all right, brother, don't do that, you know. All right, just instead of doing this way, do it that way. You know, and it works out through the Spirit, because why? He has the Spirit of wisdom. All right. To another, the same Spirit gives a message of special knowledge. You know, so that's some brothers that know a lot about different things. They're very knowledgeable. All right, but it all helps. It all helps the ministry. All right, I'm gonna just continue reading the NLT. It says the same Spirit gives great faith to another. Yeah, there's brothers that exhort. They have to give the faith. Everything gonna be all right, you know, which everything is all right. You know, they have that motivational, hey, the Lord got it. You know what I mean? They'll push you to that point. You're like, yeah, you're right. Maybe I'm doubting, but there's a brother that has that great faith. All right. It says, and to someone else, the one Spirit gives the gifts of healings. All right, there's brothers that's good in the herbs. He's a physician. All right, he knows how. All right, take this, brother. You sick? All right, take this. You know, take the garlic. You know, take the ginger and things like that. He'll make a tea for you or something like that. You know what I mean? That'll heal you, or he'll pray for you. I mean, so what? Those are different gifts. All right. NLT says he gives one person the power to perform miracles. All right. Brothers that have miracles, man. All right. And those miracles, in these times, the Lord's going to magnify these miracles. You know, brothers that have ailments that they was dealing with for years, you pray over them. All right. And then what? The sickness goes away. It says in another, the ability to prophesy. His brothers they prophesy. They go deep into prophecy. All right, go deep into the different breakdowns, go into the different wars and things like that. They have the ability to prophesy to someone, so like he gives someone else the ability to discern whether a message is from the Spirit of the Most High or from another spirit. All right, it says which KJV says the discerning of spirits. I saw a brother know, like, damn, this dude is all he'll know from the point. Hey, there's something fishy about this. All right, that reminds me of the brother Kananah. He's very good at discerning spirits. The brother Narcat. He's very good at. He'll see a person fall off and already notice, through the spirit. So each camp has this different type of. But as I read, as I know, like different. As I read it, there's different brothers have these gifts. Is their face come to mind when I read this. It says, to another person, he gives the ability to speak in unknown languages, which is going into different languages, all right? Like the Creole, the Spanish, all right, the French, all right, the different tongues. You had a brother in UK. Them brothers got different. You got brothers that speak he was speaking Korean. All right, you got brothers that speaking sign language. But you got doing sign languages. All right. It says while another is given the ability to interpret what is being said. All right. So they know different tongues, and we got to utilize these gifts. Because the reason I'm bringing this out, because at camp yesterday, it was like so-called New Year's. So it was like thousands, and we prophesied on the beach on Wednesdays. So it's like thousands of people out there, man. All type of different nations and languages and shit like that. All right, but the main people that was out there, since we in Florida, is Northern Kingdom. It was thousands of Northern Kingdom, man. All right, and the brother could come. He usually camp on Saturday, And I seen, we was prophesying, and the spirit just hit me. I was like, bro, he speaks Spanish, So I told the brother Jeremiah, I said, bro, I tapped that Jeremiah. I said, bro, go tell Kakum, brother Kakum. All right, she is Zebulonite, all right, from the tribe of Zebulon. All right, I told him, I said, bro, tell brother Kakum to start speaking in tongues, speak the different languages, man. And the tongues don't talk about blah 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 blah. Like the church. Tongue is meaning speaking another language and understanding it. All right. So he speak the Espanol, which we got brothers in our camp that speak Creole also. But the spirit had me go to him because there's mostly Northern Kingdom, but there's a lot of Levites out here too. And brothers in our camp, they do Creole lessons and things like that. So we got to utilize our gifts. I don't speak another. We know Hebrew. We're Hebrew Israelites, but we're not fluent in different languages. But if you are, you got to use that talent. So yeah, he started speaking in the Espanol, and in the Northern Kingdom they started looking. It was like some. He was talking to English, then he switched it up to the Spanish. He'll explain it, explain what he said. And there's one dude, he was walking, and then brother Kakum started speaking Spanish. He's just stopped in his tracks and looked back. All right, so there ain't no excuses for these people. The scripture say, have they not heard? Our people, like, you can see Northern Kingdom coming to the camp. They see, but they act like they don't know what you're saying. All right, like, oh, what are y'all talking about? They, even though they know, but if you have the gift of tongues, it would be more clearer, which is all about the elect anyways. But let's continue. Verse 11, 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 11 says, it is the one, verse 11 in the KJV. But all these worketh that one and the same self spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. So what? Each person, let's read the NLT. It is the one and only Spirit who distributes all these gifts. He alone decides which gift each person shall have. So what? He have that gift. He have that truth with measure. All right. Sorry, you get this portion over here. You get this portion. You get this portion, and we're gonna make up. All right, the body. All right, which goes into right here. If you go further down, going to the different parts of the body, which we all come together. All right. This is I'm gonna jump down to verse 27. It says, now ye are the body and members in particular, that was going into, you read up, going into different eyes, the toes, we all need each other because we're a body. Verse 27, verse 28, it says, and the Most High have set some in the church, first apostles, secondary prophets, thirdly teachers, and after that miracles, then gifts of healings, helps, diversities of tongues. So we just read that. Are all apostles, are all prophets, are all teachers, are all workers of miracles? have all gifts of healing, so do all speak with tongues, do all interpret, but covet earnestly the best gifts, and yet show I unto you a more perfect way. So what? Let's read it in the NLT in verse 31. So you should earnestly desire the most helpful gifts, but now let me show you a way of life that is best of all. So what? You got to covet the best gift that you have. You're not just speaking Spanish for no reason. All right. Apostle Paul spoke different. He spoke the Greek tongue, and he spoke in the Hebrew. You see in the book of Acts, he switched it up his language. You know, he said in the Hebrew tongue he'll speak to them, or in the Gentiles he'll speak the Greek. He said, "Thou that speakest Greek." Let's get this real quick. This is the book of Acts 21 verse 37. It says, and as Paul was led, it's like Acts 21 and 37 says, and as Paul was to be led into the castle, he said unto the chief captains, may I speak unto thee? Who said, canst thou speak Greek? Art thou not that Egyptian which before these days made an uproar and leddeth out in the wilderness 4,000 men that were murderers? But Paul said, I am a man which am a Jew of Tarsus. So he's an Israelite, but he spoke the different languages. All right. A city in Sicilia, a citizen of no mean city, and I beseech thee, suffer me to speak unto the people. All right. And when he had given him license, Paul stood on the stairs and beckoned with the hand to the people. And when there were made a great silence, he spake unto them in the Hebrew tongue, saying, so what? He was speaking Greek and Hebrew. All right. So this is an example. He was talking to the chief captain in the Greek. And then when he talked to his people, he was talking to the Hebrew. You know, so if you got that gift, you got to use it. All right. So, you know, this is just a quick lesson, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, we got to bring that, it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. Bring your gifts out to the table. It's time, man. Don't hold back, man. This truth got to go out. All right. Esau Edom going down, man. All right. The year 2025. All right. The hopeful year, as Elder Apostle Hart said, the hopeful year of the deliverance and destruction and judgment of Esau. Lord willing, we be delivered and see the destruction of our enemies, man. All right. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. You know, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Recha Kodash. All right, I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone with Rubel. And I want to give a peace, greetings, and salutations to all the Lekakim. You know, that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Hey, Shalom, Akim, keep pushing, keep doing Shalom.